Well, tonight we're heading out to Old House Woods, and this area is one of the more haunted areas in Virginia. It's surrounded by a lot of urban legends, and people have seen ghosts of British soldiers, pirates, heard shovels clanking in the woods, seen lantern lights in the woods. There's supposed to be buried treasure out there, and everyone who went looking for it disappeared. And we've personally had some experiences out there, some questionable experiences. So what we're going to do tonight is we have 6 of our members with us, and we're going to split up into 3 teams. And we're going to observe different areas throughout the woods and throughout the road and see if we can pick anything up. Because like last time we came out here, this is where we saw the shadow of a person walking up that road, and we got in the vehicles and shone the high beams down there, and it was gone.
Is that just a car?
And they're saying it looks like a car. But we've also heard like voices out in the woods over here and stuff like that before, which was very unusual. What did you see down there?
Nothing. You don't see it? That big black blob? I think Roxanne said it was a car. That's
a car? It's kind of a weird place for a car, isn't it?
A car?
We're splitting off into teams of 2. And I think we're all in agreement that we're not walking towards any...
Big black blobs.
How do you refer to it?
Moving black blobs?
Big black blobs?
Sounds right.
BBs, triple Bs?
Unidentified blobs?
No triple Bs for me.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Well, we can't go to the beach.
We could
Lisa
observe
says
here.
She's not going in the house.
I'm not going to the house.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably... What do you got?
There's a definite shadow moving. There's a light. That
Could be them.
If there's a shadow in the woods...
There's a definite shadow.
Could it be? I mean, there's got to be deer around here, right? Okay, why am I distraught?
But it's gone now.
They're probably surrounding us. They're probably like backwoods people with chainsaws. No, I see the shadow. It's right there.
Where?
It's right. It's way out. It's out there a little bit.
See it, right?
Yeah, right there. It's like out. Like there's this.
I see it.
You don't agree to getting in the truck?
I don't see it.
Well,
but
your truck's only so big, dude.
Does nobody have a? Does nobody have a flashlight?
I have a flashlight.
We all have flashlights.
Flashlight, but there's nothing.
It's a good thing it's a real person, though.
Those are actual people.
Like,
we all saw it.
It's a tree.
Tree.
It's a tree.
When you get that far, when you get a lot closer, you can start seeing the outline of it.
Okay, well that was not a tree because there's not a tree there.
Yeah, no, there was something moving over there. There's a big shadow, like a person, like right over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Like we all saw it.
Here we are at the. I guess it's them talking.
Yeah.
We're at the intersection of Old House Woods and Unnamed Road, and this is the Unnamed Road where we've seen like a lot of weird stuff down here. We saw the shadow that was moving down there. Just tonight we saw a shadow off into the woods, and we've heard voices out here before too on 2 different occasions. So we're gonna do an EVP. We're gonna set this. What do you think, on the back of the truck here?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we're gonna set it here, and I'm just gonna ask some questions. All right. So, first question we'd like to say that we're not here to cause any problems, to chase anything away, or to harm anything. We just want to find out what's out here, maybe what happened here, and if there's anyone or thing out here with us. So, is there anyone with us right now? I've got to stand still. So. Did something bad happen out here? Alright, we're going to let that record a little bit longer. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk away from it. We're going to walk down a little bit here, making sure we don't pass any no trespassing signs. And very legally, we're going to see if we hear anything out of the ordinary.
I feel like sounds like darting through the trees.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard that. It could have been the wind, but
Try and talk soft because your voice will fade.
yeah, but my voice isn't carrying over there. Alright, the recorder's still there. Yeah, there's just this creepy feeling just walking down. Almost like it sounds like the wind going through these swamp grasses here, but it just sounds like there's something else out there. Kind of got that feeling that you're being watched. Is it up high on there at all?
No, it's like at the bottom.
So it just went off right here?
Yeah, but it was like a just split second and I was done.
That's weird. We can't duplicate it, huh?
I don't know how.
Try backing up. Walking up again. Nothing.
It was here 1 second and it's gone.
Alright. See, that's something. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back. We're not going to talk about anything this time around.
Okay.
And then after like everyone goes to each location, we're all just going to talk about each one's experience, so we don't like bias anybody or anything like that by saying stuff.
Yeah.
Or saying where we picked up spikes and stuff like that. We're going to take the road.
Okay.
And
Alright, half hour.
half hour. Now here we are on the road where somewhere in these woods is apparently treasure buried. And that's what it's believed that some of the spirits that may be out here are protecting. Alright, so we're walking back to meet up with the rest of the group here. And down that road we did one EVP session, which I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up too well because of the wind, but we're going to find out. A couple of noises in the woods, but I think we could chalk that up to the wind. The one thing we did find is that we need to get a cameraman. But on the plus side, we are able to film in super fine quality. Yeah, this old creepy house. We don't really know any story behind it. It's just kind of here. Now, this house behind me here, just for clarification, is not the house that Old House Woods is named after, because there's another house that was built years ago, long before this house was even here, and it's rumored, legend that pirates or whatever it may be buried their treasure in or around the house. And apparently way back, whoever went looking for this treasure went into that house, disappeared, and never came out. And supposedly all that's left of that house is just the foundation. So this is clearly not the same house. Here we are, like I said, we're in front of the house, and we're just gonna do another EVP session to see if we can pick anything up. We have no idea what happened here.
EVP.
So, yeah, you know me. You down with EVP? Yeah, you know me. Who down with EVP? You're not gonna say it.
I don't, what?
Everlast told me.
Oh.
All right, so
we
we're
can
gonna
try
do
it
this.
again.
All right, you ready? All right.
Never mind.
So,
Pretty sure
What
that's
the hell
somebody
was that?
messing with us. Don't see anybody over there. You getting closer?
I mean, I don't know how close we're gonna get here, but
That was distinct knocking, though.
yes,
That other sound, I don't know.
yes. I don't know what the other sound was, but we definitely heard a distinct knocking in this house, and I'm sure it picked up on camera. Yeah.
Go in.
So we're back over here by the vehicles. We came back at first because we heard something really unusual in the house, a knocking and then kind of a rumbling sound. And I'm hoping that we picked it up on this video because we were recording at the time. And we went back again, and a second time a distinct knocking. So, you got anything to add to what we heard?
No.
We were doing an EVP at the time, so I'm hoping it's not that we got to ask any questions or anything like that, because it's kind of chased us out of there. Not really chased us, but, we left. So, yeah, I think they're walking down there still.
Is that them?
I'm hoping. Yeah, tell us what you guys saw in the house.
Didn't see anything.
Trash.
There's your order box.
Any
Can.
creepy sounds or anything like that?
Oh yeah, there was creaking. Well, she said that the last time y'all were there was 4 people and y'all didn't have any of the creaking going on. The dark creepy road.
Which end of the dark creepy road?
I didn't find it that creepy.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, just like a lot of the reeds or whatever they are, that's pretty much everywhere around here. Just a lot of that making noise, and that sounds like, creaky, like any sort of movement of the wind or anything like moves it. And I think that's what accounts for a lot of the creaky sounds that you hear walking down the road. Think as far as the tree or whatever is down there. But,
No, we were talking about this road?
yeah.
Do you feel anything? Yes and no. We got to a certain point and I heard a noise which was probably just, the plants making noise, the reeds. It was a squeaky noise, and we had determined earlier that there was definitely some plants making noises. And we had just been discussing how that was probably an explanation for a lot of what people say they hear. And then I heard a really loud, what I'm fairly sure is a plant noise. But then I stopped and I'm like, okay, time to go. And I backed up.
Back it up.
And she was like, she's like, don't run. I'm like, no, I'm not going to run. But I'm not going any further. But I am honest enough to admit that it probably had to do with the sudden, sharp, squeaky noise at the end of the dark road. I don't claim that it, was anything other than my own imagination running away with me.
So how about when y'all went down that road?
Well, we went down it twice.
Yeah. And we made it almost all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Right around the real, marshy, swampy area on the sides. It's very, very uneasy
We got
feeling.
that far.
And, we shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave.
Yeah, leave. Why are you here?
We did saw something move, and we were like, it was while the flash was going off, we saw something in the lens. While the flash was going off, and it was a split second.
and we looked at the photos, and there was orbs in there.
Mhm.
And then we took in more photos, and the orbs were gone. So whatever we saw,
We thought it, it was initially it was okay. Maybe there's something on the lens, but the orbs in two different pictures were in different places.
yeah, and
In
then
the
they were
picture.
totally gone.
Mhm.
Um,
And there's maybe 6 seconds between taking pictures,
mhm.
and the orb's not in the position at all. It's not even there on the second picture.
The feeling was really heavy, but we did notice, and it was really dark going down there. But we did notice on our way back, it got really light there and got really dark up here. And in fact, there was a point where you couldn't see our vehicles at all, even though we were standing right in front of them.
Mhm.
So we took pictures of that as well.
The first time we went down there, we could turn around and still see the vehicles. But when we came back the second time, we
Couldn't see the vehicles.
couldn't see the vehicles. We didn't see anything until I think we seen Jeff's flashlight.
Mhm.
Do you think that might be because it's getting more cloudy there? I mean, because like we had the moonlight up until maybe an hour and a half ago.
Well, if you look down there right now, it's still bright.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, it's always bright down there for whatever reason.
Yeah. But what?
Going down that way, it was nothing, just, the reeds and the whistling and, the wind and stuff like that. Going down that way, however, Erica will tell you that the further we went down the road, the slower I was walking. And I was, and I couldn't figure it out because it's strange that we were going towards the houses and towards more civilization. But when we got to the corner of the road where the old house wood sign is, where you can, clearly see the houses and the porch lights and everything, Erica said, well, which way do you want to go? And I said, well, there's something down there that I don't want to go that way, so maybe that's the way we should go. But then she pointed out, well, that's somebody's driveway. So we stood there, just talking for a while. And the longer we stood there, the more I was like, I don't like it. I would not live here. There's something about this spot right here that I do not like. And we were, just kind of started meandering just a little bit away from the sign. And we got, I don't know how far, not very far. And I just said, we need to go right now. I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything, but and I was walking quick, and I kept turning around, and I felt like I was being followed or watched, and Erica was asking me questions, and I was not very good at putting it into words, It wasn't a menacing feeling so much as unwelcome, maybe is the right word.
I kind of know what you're talking about, because, like, when we were walking this way, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it was, I felt fine.
But then, like,
But
the
there's
closer
something
we got back
creepier that
this
way.
way, I started, I seriously, I could feel, it was like my heart sped up, and I was just like, okay, we need to go, we need to go now.
Yeah, he was doing an EVP, and
But then we
I
got
walked it further
closer.
down, and I felt, yeah.
Like,
It
when
felt a
we-
little off.
As
so
we
I
started
turned around
coming
and came
back this way, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I can handle the creepy house, and this is all fine. But I would not live in those houses that are down there, and there's something about that little corner crossroad thing that it wasn't right.
Did you hear that? I heard it again. It sounded like a woman screaming. Just now. Anybody else hear that?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh, I'm hard of
I was
hearing
too busy
too.
talking, sorry.
But you know what's weird though is this is where we were. We were parked here, and we heard like a woman yelling in the woods.
Yeah. I just heard it again. It was down that way.
And it sounded different from the tree.
Yeah. A trees can make that noise. There's some pretty special trees in Virginia.